The Thorny Devil is an Australian lizard that has a special adaptation to help it survive in its dry habitat of the Australian outback. Since water is not easy to come across in their habitat, their adaptation is the ability to transport water through their skin so that they're able to drink it. To drink water, they simply walk through dew-filled grass and shrubs, and once the water droplets land on them, they will begin gulping, which causes the water to move directly towards their mouths via the hygroscopic grooves in between the spikes on their body. According to creationism, which is the belief that everything in the universe was created by God, the Thorny Devil was created by God already with its adaptation in order for it to drink water and survive in the Australian outback. The theory of intelligent design holds that the evolution of the universe and of living things are dictated by an intelligent cause. Therefore, intelligent design believes that higher power beings dictated the features and adaptations that the Thorny Devil needs to survive through evolution, such as its water transporting system. Spontaneous generation is the theory that living organisms are produced from non-living matter. According to this theory, the Thorny Devil could have been created from the dry sand of the Australian outback or any other non-living object in their habitat. This theory also suggests that whatever organism was produced, it would already be well adapted to its environment without the process of evolution. Therefore, the Thorny Devil would have been made with its ability to drink water via their skin straight away because it's an important adaptation to have in order to survive in their environment. Lamarck's theory of acquired characteristics believes that if an organism changes in order to adapt to its environment, their offspring will also acquire those changes. This would mean that all Thorny Devils would have acquired the grooves in their body and their water transporting system because that trait was what the lizards deemed necessary to survive in its dry habitat. This characteristic of having grooves on their body would then be passed on to their offspring so that they could also survive. Lastly, Darwin's theory of natural selection, which is by far the most credible, states that organisms that are better adapted to their environment will be more successful and pass on their more favourable genetics to generations after them, whereas the ones not well adapted would die out over time. This might suggest that Thorny Devils didn't have grooves on their bodies in the first place, but a genetic mutation caused one lizard to have grooves, which it then discovered was a favourable trait in its arid environment because it made it easier and more efficient for the lizard to drink water, making them more successful in survival than other lizards without grooves. The Thorny Devil with grooves on its body would then reproduce and pass on their genetics, allowing that mutation to possibly occur in its offspring. Because the lizards without that adaptation wouldn't be very successful due to their inability to drink water efficiently, they would eventually die out, and so after years and years of breeding out the lizards that didn't have grooves, all Thorny Devils would look like the ones we have now, with the adaptation of grooves on their bodies to guarantee survival in its habitat.